Still, it's the biggest tournament Europe has ever seen, and there are loads of championship points on the line to win. And if there is a tournament you want to win, it is
Yeah,
this.
definitely. And especially when you are already 4-0, it's a so comfortable position. You don't want to lose this position. You want to keep on.
Yeah, absolutely. There are just a few steps more, and you're making it to top cut to day 2 tomorrow. You're pretty excited. And it seems like the teams are working pretty well. You do not stand 4-0 in this a big tournament if your team composition is not that good. Marcus told us about that he's pretty unsure about his team. Nevertheless, he's now 4-0, so many players maybe are unsure yet what is the best metagame call.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward what Josh and William are going to bring.
Yeah, now we see on Joshua's side the Tapu Koko, Gyarados, Celesteela, Marowak, Porygon 2 and the Garchomp. And on William's side the Tapu Koko, Porygon 2, Kartana, Gigalith, Raichu, Alolan and Gyarados.
Well, this is a pretty standardish looking team from Joshua, what we call standardish. We didn't have big tournaments yet, but a lot of players on the in-game ladder used Tapu Koko, Gyarados, Marowak, Celesteela, Porygon 2 and Garchomp, and I think some regionals in the US have shown that this team style works well. On the other side, the team is kind of similar. We got Tapu Koko, Porygon 2 and Gyarados as well. Despite we got Gigalith without any option. Sorry guys, there is an option to trick him on Porygon 2, but you got Gigalith and there is Raichu going for the fast mode with Tapu Koko, and we got Kartana, a pretty aggressive Ultra Beast, firing off strong Leaf Blades, Sacred Swords, Smart Strikes, Night Slashes, what else can it run? Psycho Cut. It's pretty aggressive Pokemon, but falls down to almost every special attack, right?
Yeah, that's right. And I'm pretty curious what kind of Porygon 2 sets they both have, because William is more Trick Room position when he's playing with Gigalith, for example.
Yeah.
But the only Pokemon who can use the Trick Room for his advantage is maybe Marowak, if he's going to train it on more attack and bulk and less on speed. But now we see on the leads, on the William side, the Raichu and Tapu Koko lead. On Joshua's side, we see Tapu Koko and Gyarados.
This is interesting. Raichu, Alolan Raichu got Search Server as ability, which doubles up his speed, its speed when electric terrain is up, as it obviously is now. And Josh brought Gyarados and Tapu Koko, and that Gyarados is surrounded by electric type Pokemons, where it doesn't want to be, right?
No, he don't want like to be it, especially when you're running on Joshua's side Discharge. But anyway, Joshua got his Garchomp in the bag, so he always has the option to get it out, to switch the Garchomp in for safe predict. But anyway, William can use the safe Thunder. I don't know if he's maybe running Discharge or Thunderbolt,
Yeah.
but I'm really curious if he's going to attack. But now we are seeing, like I said, getting out of the Gyarados, but the Marowak putting in.
And we see a Psychic coming up from Raichu, aiming at Tapu Koko, doing a really good amount of damage. Tapu Koko firing back a Dazzling Gleam, again doing good amount of damage, and we see a second Dazzling Gleam coming from Williams Tapu Koko and knocking out Josh's Tapu Koko for the 4-3 lead for William Tansley.
Yeah, we've seen the life orb on Williams Tapu Koko. It means he's more offensive. Maybe he won the speed time, maybe not. The only person who knows is William, because he hit second. But now it's a very decent, actually very good position for William now, because first of all we see the attack boost, not the special attack. I will mind later. Yeah, like I said, very comfortable position for William now, because you still have your fast and strong electro Pokemon there. Marowak is a pretty good electro Pokemon counter, but anyway, you have the option of Psychic. And if he's running the Z Crystal of Psychic move, this going to really do a lot of amount of damage on Marowak, but no, never sure. Porygon 2 always has a Trick Room option, so you can attack him with the Electro type attack.
Absolutely, we have seen the a big amount of damage Psychic does, and Tapkiko goes out, and in comes again a second Porygon 2, and again gets the attack boost. And we see, as you have already said, we see the sap move from Raichu coming out, doing a whole lot of damage. Shattered Psych, it's the Psychic sap move.
Yeah, we didn't see a Protect by Marowak, so it's going to be a really huge amount of damage. I'm really curious, how well is he trained in special defense? And
whoa!
Pretty good trained, if you ask me.
Absolutely, that is a bulky Marowak. And now it hits back with a Shadow Bone, taking out that Raichu. And catching up now, 3 Pokemons on the line for everybody.
Yeah, an interesting choice. Porygon went for not for the Trick Room, if he's running Trick Room, but went straight for attack onto Porygon, maybe hoping for some status conditions here.
Yeah, this is absolutely an option. I've seen loads of Porygons running Toxic these days, just in case a game comes down to a timer or something, and just in case you need to stall out defensive Pokemon, because there are a lot of defensive teams out there, and Toxic is absolutely a viable option. And in comes Gyarados, getting off that Intimidate, lowering Marowak's and Porygon 2's attack stat.
Yeah, and Porygon always have kind of slot problem when you're running, because you always want to have Protect, you always want to have Recover, Step Move for Tri-Attack is always important. Ice Beam, T-Bolt, so much option, Toxic how you mentioned, and where's the space for Trick Room? But anyway, a big surprise would be when you see the Thunderbolt out of Joshua's Porygon 2, and but before that you have to switch out to Marowak, of course.
Absolutely.
But we see it, maybe we see a Thunderbolt. And he brings us his own Gyarados to intimidate William Gyarados here. Especially William's Porygon, yeah, you get a mirror. Exactly a mirror here. It's
absolutely.
Kind of funny.
And we see the waterfall from William's Gyarados into Joshua's Gyarados, doing a huge amount of damage due to the crit. And now Porygon is firing off again and getting the paralyze on Gyarados, which is interesting. And we see the Toxic. One Porygon, 2 Toxic in another.
Yeah, now we see the first Toxic, and this is a pretty decent position for William if he's going to stall out everything next to Porygon.
Yeah. Because
this is always a way how you can deal with some heavy Pokemon like Porygon 2 or Celesteela. Just knock out everything next to it, and then have something in the back what can deal pretty decent with it. And when you get poisoned so early in the game, it's a pretty comfortable position for you.
Absolutely, absolutely. That poise might come in handy later on for William. His Gyarados cannot do too much damage to neither Gyarados or Porygon 2. It's always hard to commentate on mirrors like this to say Gyarados on this side, Gyarados on that side, but I hope guys you enjoy it anyhow. And it's a really tough situation we're in, and we are going to see some action now.
Yeah, now using the Paralyze to his advantage, just putting up the Dragon Dance up for the boost. And just, putting up, and now we see the Toxic on for Joshua and William, so he takes the Toxic and now he's thrown it back, so we have kind of the same position now, but anyway, Joshua is from the Gyarados side a little bit more comfortable position, because he got a +1 speed boost, +1 attack boost, but now we see the Trick Room, and he can use the speed boost anymore. He's now the fastest Pokemon on the field, what in Trick Room means he's the slowest.
Absolutely, so this is the situation. We got Trick Room up, William Tansley, Gyarados is paralyzed, meaning it may or may not be the slowest Pokemon on the field, depending on how fast it is trained. Both Porygon 2s are poisoned, and Joshua got a Dragon Dance up with his own Gyarados, meaning that the damage output of Joshua's Gyarados is a bit higher than as it is from Williams, and this situation is going to be, well, it's hard to make decisions on this. I think the Trick Room was pretty clutch because the Gyarados is paralyzed, and now his own Gyarados can dish out some damage before it takes damage, maybe doubling up Porygon 2 and Gyarados into Josh Gyarados could take it out, Nino?
Yeah, probably, but now we see from William's side to protect, getting some defensive. We see the Toxic out of on Gyarados. Interesting. He could. Maybe he don't have Thunderbolt for sure not, because he would use it. But maybe he don't have the Tri-Attack, so he's the more defensive Porygon 2 user here.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, we see the Waterfall gets still the Toxic damage. Yeah, it's still everything is open because you know Porygon 2 both are poisoned. Gyarados is kind of useless. Yeah, just a little bit useless, especially when you're the slowest Pokemon in the field. But now we see the Electro Field is gone. Wouldn't deal anything much, so never mind.
This is like you said. It's everything. Everything is open. It depends totally on what is in the back of each party, and I think everybody is already trying to think of how the end game could turn out. This is now everybody wants to prepare for maybe a late game sweep, and we see Porygon 2 from William using Recover to get some health back, and Gyarados from William using Waterfall into Joshua's Gyarados, not taking that much damage, and we see Tri-Attack from Joshua's Porygon 2 into Gyarados, and we see a sub move.
Yeah, and the Z move is now pretty big because he's got a pretty good chance to get a knockout on Porygon 2 if he's going to target it. So with a +1, no, never mind, man. He's not +1, he's +0, ±0. Sorry, but it should be definitely enough to get the knockout on Gyarados. Yeah, and here we see it. Yeah,
absolutely. And so goes down William Tansley's Gyarados. Joshua is now up 3 Pokemon versus 2 Pokemon. We got still 6 minutes and 36 seconds left, and Poison put a timer on every Pokemon on the actual field right now.
Yeah, now is when I see in William's face, now he kind of hate himself for bringing up the Trick Room, because now he was miscalculating some things. So he predicted the Water Z move 1 turn ill, when he was protecting, and now getting the punishment for it. But now Tapu Koko should be still faster than Gyarados, depending on how well it trained and speed. But anyway, in what position would we be now more? In Williams or in Joshua's?
Pretty hard to say. Gyarados goes down, I guess, the next time it takes damage from Poison. Porygon 2 still gets more damage from Poison each turn. I guess it's pretty safe when William Tansley just protects his own Tapu Koko, just to stall out one more turn. Maybe it can even take a Tri-Attack from the opposing Porygon as it gets taken out and Marowak comes in. And Porygon 2 uses Recover.
Yeah, but this is some... You're winning like 1 turn, but anyway, it's pretty difficult for you now, because when you're switching out your poison Pokemon, you fresh the poison counter, because it's heavily poisoned. So you can stall out both Pokemon, kinda. It's very difficult now for William to come back, because look at, there's so much damage from the poison. It's getting every turn more.
Absolutely. It really comes down to what attacking move got William on his Porygon. We haven't seen any. If he is able to take out, to double up into Porygon 2 and take it out with 2 hits, it might come a really strong Thunderbolt from Tapu Koko in the Porygon 2, boosted by Life Orb, and then it depends on if Porygon 2 can take the rest of the HP off from Joshua's Porygon. If not, and Porygon 2 recovers, then this is pretty tough.
Alright, now the Ice Beam on Porygon doing a decent amount of damage to the Tri-Attack. Is it targeting Tapu Koko? It is!
It is. It actually is. I expected a protect here.
Yeah, me too, because it's the last round of last round of Trick Room.
Yeah.
So William, I don't know if this was the right play, because Trick Room is off. Joshua's Porygon 2 is most likely faster now, so he wins the recovery war.
Well, I really expected a protect. He is dazzling him the
Me too. I think he's running protect because he's a Life Orb, so I don't see a reason why he's not running protect. So yeah, if he's running protect, I don't see a reason why not protect. Maybe Joshua should think about. So no protect running. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm okay with the play actually.
Now, especially guys for you out there, if you haven't played Pokemon Sun and Moon yet, there are some new cool features, like you can look up in the menu how many turns Trick Room are used, how many turns Rain is spent, how many times Aurora Veil, for example, is spent. So you can all look it up. You can even look up how high your stats or how low your stats got lowered or raised, which is like a really neat feature for us Pokemon battlers.
Yeah, that's right. Now we've seen a 4-8 from William. Yeah, there's no way he can't win anymore, even if he would quit any match, any hit, but it's okay. He took the last 50 seconds of thinking about his lead probably for the next game. So, but Joshua is still concentrated, still focused, but I see he's happy he won the first match. Maybe by mistake by William, we don't know actually. So yeah, it's still a pretty interesting one, because we see kind of the same Pokemon but very different sets, and this is what I really love at the beginning of any metagame. You have like a bunch of Pokemon, but because there's no standard set, there's no rules how to play it. So you play it your own way. You play it faster, slower, more bulk, less bulk. And this is how we see it. We saw a very bulky, a very slow Porygon 2 on William's side, and a kinda normal one, maybe speed one, Porygon 2 on Joshua's side. I know, who knows. But now we see Joshua already picked his lead, so already picked his 4 Pokemon very quickly.
Yeah, he probably did the same, and in the last few turns they probably thought about a game plan, how to execute the game plan properly, and I'm really curious what they came up with. I'm really curious if we are going to maybe even see that Gigalith to get stand up, to dish out good amount of damage to Koko, Gyarados, Marowak, Porygon. Let's see.
Yeah, now we see the lead by Joshua, the Porygon and the Marowak lead, and by William we see the Raichu and the Gyarados lead. Okay.
That Raichu Gyarados lead reminds me of your national team 2014.
Oh yeah, this was a beautiful time.
Yeah, absolutely. That Raichu though threatens that Marowak again. We now know it is powerful enough to fire off really strong psychic attacks. So if Gyarados decides to double up into that Marowak, he could take it out, so it's in danger. On the other hand, the Porygon could... Did we see it? If it got Trick Room as well?
We didn't see it, but I don't think he was going to use it now, because I'm pretty sure William got his Porygon 2 in the back, so he can always switch in and get some damage stuff. But Raichu isn't in a comfortable position, because he could just fake out the Porygon and Marowak could deal a huge amount of damage on Raichu. But never mind, he's switching it out and gets his Gyarados in, brings the Intimidate off to both Pokemon, knowing William is not to do any electric type attack, so the switch is kind of free. But okay, this was fast. Now seeing the fake out on Porygon. And now the Water Z-move from Gyarados, okay.
It's probably aimed at the Marowak slot.
It's most likely, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, even if it's... yeah, but it's in the Gyarados slot. Yeah, pretty good switch by Joshua actually. Taking out, bringing out the Intimidate, taking the, like a little bit of 30%, like 30-40%. It's a good trade for Z-move actually, so good play by Joshua.
Absolutely, Joshua brought himself into a good position, though the Gyarados is threatened again by Raichu. He got Marowak in the back, he got his Porygon to start toxing at this point, because the Porygon does not have to threaten anything at all right now. I'm really curious what William's plan is here.
Oh, see the redraw of Gyarados into Marowak.
Yeah.
I actually really like this games, having a ground Pokemon or Lightning Rod Pokemon in the back. Now the mind games, am I switching it in, am I not switching it in, who knows? Only person who knows is me. So, but we see the first time the Gigalith with a Sandstream.
Yeah, as expected, Gigalith takes appearance, and pretty good. switch there from Joshua by switching in the Marowak, but William also capitalized and tried to make this possibility down and switching his own Gigalith in, which now threatens the Marowak, of course.
Yeah, but anyway, depends on what is Gigalith running, because he always has the he learns, like, I think every rock move. Maybe not headbutt, but most likely every rock move. So maybe you see a rock slide, maybe a stone edge.
Yeah.
So you're always afraid to bringing in Gyarados, because when you bring Gyarados and it's in a rock move, even with Intimidate, you don't like to take it.
No.
But anyway, we see a switch out from Raichu into the Gyarados. Safe protect by Marowak, so not risking any switching by your own Gyarados.
And Ice Beam from Porygon 2 into the Gigalith slot, doing a little bit of damage. And we see a Earthquake, something we do not see that often on Gigalith. We see Earthquake coming off, doing let's say chip damage on Porygon 2, especially combined with that Sandstream coming up. I doubt it would have been enough for the Marowak to get the knockout.
It would be enough, yeah, but it would be in a very good position for yourself, because Gyarados is now the fastest Pokemon on field. So even if the Marowak would stay the Earthquake, you have a pretty good chance to get the knockout on it. But anyway, you like every chip damage put on Porygon 2. So you have your Sandstream, and you always Earthquake. You can Earthquake as long as you want, so you lose anything. Because Tri-Attack, Ice Beam, this is chip damage.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think in William's place, you might want to cover that Gyarados switch-in by pressing Rock Slide if available. You still get that chip damage on Porygon 2, and you do a good amount of damage to Marowak, and you save the Gyarados switch-in, but instead he switches his own Gyarados out for Raichu coming in. And Joshua actually withdrew Porygon. He doesn't like to take any chip damage and sends in the Gyarados.
Yeah, we'll most likely not see the Earthquake right now for switching as Raichu. Yeah. Not sacrificing Raichu would be definitely the better choice. But we see the Boomerang from Marowak into the Gigalith doing a cute amount of damage. Actually, this is why Gigalith is a beast in defense.
Yeah, absolutely. I like that, a cute amount of damage. And we are seeing a Stone Edge with a huge amount of damage, taking out the Marowak. And now this position got way better for William. We got a Raichu to Thunderbolt the Gyarados. We got a Gigalith being able to dish out good amount of damage to both Gyarados and Porygon 2, and on top being able to dish out chip damage to whistle down the Porygon.
Yeah, and always you still have to fake out this turn.
Absolutely right. That Raichu can still abuse the fake out. Which Pokemon would you fake out?
Anyway, I would fake. Depends on Porygon. I would just fake out the Porygon, and no matter what Gyarados do. Oh no! Wait, the Dragon Dance is way too I'm sorry, I was forgetting that, Sibis. Thank you for that. This is the reason why you're next to me. You're my brain. I
just Thunderbolt the Gyarados and try to get damage off on Porygon 2 as much as possible. Maybe putting Porygon 2 into that range to get knocked
Maybe
down.
you see a William play by not faking out Gyarados, but faking out Porygon 2 and attack it. But never mind, he's not doing it. Bringing the safe play by picking up Gyarados and gets Intimidate off is maybe the better play when you're in the back. So if William would be 1-0, he would be... I'm pretty sure he would fake out the Porygon, but when you're under comfortable... he is doing it!
Absolutely right, Nemanja. Absolutely right.
Oh, come on, William. Why didn't you... I thought he was... I was pretty sure he was fake out in Porygon, but... fake out in Stone Edge would be so lovely play.
Yeah, absolutely. Because this would have given Joshua hard times thinking about which Pokemon William is going to target next. When both Pokemon are in range to get knocked out. And now we got Raichu and Gyarados on William's side, and Porygon 2 and Gyarados on Joshua's side. Now we might see some Dragon Dance action, huh?
Yeah, might. Maybe we'll see some Encore action, but unfortunately not. We see a Thunderbolt into Porygon 2, okay. And the Waterfall, the double up Porygon 2 will be enough. No, not even close.
No.
Okay, this could change everything. See the Roar?
This
into the Gyarados.
was pretty much reads. William didn't expect Joshua to stay in with Gyarados and going for an attack, so he didn't press Thunderbolt in that slot. On the other hand, Joshua expected William to Dragon Dance instead of attacking straight. That's why he used Raw. This was pretty much rate based, and now there is a pretty comfortable situation for William Tansley pressing Thunderbolt twice.
Indeed, man. And this is the reason why you just can let Gyarados from Joshua Dragon Dance, because when you have Tapu Koko on the field on the back for the Electric Surge, and thanks to Surge Surfer, you're always in the way outspeeding position expect of Gyarados.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's now an easy play for William. Just get a double Thunderbolt off. Dazzling Gleam also enough, sure.
Yeah.
Should be enough. Even thanks to the Life Orb and the stab. Yeah.
And we see the knockout of Porygon too. And Tapu Koko takes some damage, some recall from Life Orb. And still, William is in a pretty good situation. That Gyarados is protected right now. So Tapu Koko from Joshua has to take out both William's electric types, and that's pretty hard to do.
It is, yeah. Joshua kind of needs to double protect right now with Gyarados to try with Tapu Koko to get a knockout on Raichu. You know, you want to just KO it because he's a way fast Pokemon. Yeah. But William has two options with Raichu. He can get the T-Bolt, Thunderbolt onto Gyarados, or get the Z-move, the Psychic Z-move into Tapu Koko. But like I said, the safe move, there's no reason to not do it, but double protect, unfortunately for William, good for Joshua, get it off.
Absolutely. Well, he had to go for that double protect.
Yeah, sure,
it was his only out, and again, it will be his only out to win a speed tie again. Now we're going to see William Tansley sending in his last Pokemon.
Yeah, not really sure why he was pressing Dazzling Gleam, because Thunderbolt would be a huge amount of damage.
Yeah,
really.
Absolutely.
Because Dazzling Gleam is okay, but even if Thunderbolt is resisting it, even this, it's still way important, because you got the electric field on it, you got still the stab, not the single target, what's always good in VGC, so and you would be over 50% for sure, but I think in the end it's not that important.
No, you're absolutely right, and this is now a pretty awkward situation. We got this happens so often this game. We got again a mirror, but William still got a Pokemon in the back, and Joshua trying to go for the triple protect. Doesn't work. William takes out Gyarados from Joshua, bringing him down to only Tapu Koko left. And let's see what discharge. We are seeing a discharge. Is it enough to take Tapu Koko out? It actually is.
Okay,
it actually is.
Yeah, I don't think it's crit mines. I don't think, like I said, but maybe not. Depends on the nature of Tapu Koko from William. But yeah, it's still not over. You got the Gigalith in the field.
Yeah.
You got the Sandstream, and every rock Pokemon gets a Sand boost on. But anyway, Gigalith is very known for his huge amount of def, but his special defense, well, it depends on. It's tough.
Well,
we will see it.
We will see. And it's enough. It's enough. William Tansley takes it to a third game, taking out that Tapu Koko with an Earthquake. That was wow. It suddenly came down to. Came on the edge.
Beautifully played by William, actually, really. So well played by William. Even this is a very good trained, special defense trained Gigalith. Man, I mean, okay, we know its special defense is decent.
Yeah.
Even in the 7th generation, you get like a little buff, because some special defense points you get plus on, you know. But anyway, in the Sandstorm, every rock type gets a 50% special defense boost.
Yeah.
This is always interesting, but still we get the electric field on.
Yeah.
So every electric move also get boosted by 50%. So this is one of the weaknesses from Tapu Koko. It's so fast. It's one of the fastest Pokemon in this Alola Dex. But like 130 points. This is so much.
Yeah.
This is Aerodactyl, man. This is Jolton. This is the high class of speed here we are talking about. But anyway, his attack and special attack is decent actually. When you compare it to the other Tapus, Tapu Bulu attack for especially, or Tapu Lele for special attack, Tapu Koko is just speedy. It's kind of fast, but not that fast, you know?
No, absolutely.
Not strong. My fault.
Absolutely. I still wonder why Joshua doesn't want to bring that Celesteela in. Well, you think about Marowak Celesteela as a late, for example, with a Gyarados in the back to being able to switch into potential waterfalls.
Yeah, but then you have to be very careful about the discharge action, because you got we saw this. No, we saw discharge from Joshua, right?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
I'm sorry for that. You saw, yeah. Still, you don't know about the discharge if William is running discharge, because he saw the Thunderbolt, the Protect, and the Dazzling Gleam, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, fourth move is open, so I don't know. And yeah, we're seeing both players still concentrating. William is a little bit still thinking about the match plan, but Joshua still looks a little bit more cool, I would say.
And we see the leads. We see again Raichu Tapu Koko on William's side on the field, and we see Joshua sending out Tapu Koko and a Garchomp. Wow, I really Garchomp is in this environment threatened as well. Tapu Koko, no Dazzling Gleam. We have seen that Psychic Move from Raichu coming out will probably be enough to take the Garchomp out, and that Garchomp is, besides Marowak, is only immunity to electric types, right?
Yeah, that's right. And we see William always do his move Joshua thinking about, but William maybe don't want to fake out because it's a slow start. Maybe he would just want to double up into the Garchomp. But maybe Joshua thought about this. Just bring up his Porygon 2. You know, getting the attack boost again. But we see a safer play like Porygon, fake out into a Porygon. Probably seeing a Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, we see it now. The Dazzling Gleam into the Porygon 2 into Tapu Koko. Again, a little bit less than 50% Tapu Koko. And the Tapu Koko Dazzling Gleam. Now see, maybe they're both same trains. Yeah, kinda.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
absolutely. And now Joshua is trying to get into that defensive route already by switching in that Porygon. The Porygon 2 doesn't fear that much from Raichu nor from Tapu Koko, as we have seen. Not enough damage to just take it out in 1 or 2 hits. It's pretty sturdy and bulky Pokemon. And now it's the question, William Tansley, is he going after that Tapu Koko from Joshua?
Raichu got this, his C move up, so he can get a knockout on Tapu Koko, or he can get huge amount of damage on the Porygon too. But you see the Protect by Tapu Koko, it's okay. So I'm pretty curious. Now we see the normal Psychic into Tapu Koko. Don't want to get rid of your Z Crystal, but you see a Tri-Attack into Gigalith. Again, very great read by William. Yeah. Because, come on, this is nothing for a Gigalith.
Absolutely, and I really wonder why William didn't bring the Gigalith game 1, sorry guys. As you can see, it really works out. It gets off chip damage on Porygon 2. It takes so few damage from special attacks. It's really sturdy and bulky. And now Josh decided to go the defensive route, and William said, okay, if you want to switch in your Porygon, I'm going to give you chip damage.
Yeah, switching on the Gyarados. I just love how there's always electric Pokemon on William's side, and Joshua's always like, I don't care, I switch on my Gyarados how I want. And still you're seeing the Psychic into Gyarados would be do a decent amount of damage, under 50%, still okay. Seeing the Tri-Attack from Porygon into Raichu doesn't get but that gets get burned. This should be it for Raichu for the end of the turn, but getting the Stone Edge into Gyarados and getting the knockout, nice!
Oh, that's absolutely huge. If William got his own Gyarados in the back, and William manages to take the Tapu Koko from Joshua out, then it's gonna be a plan.
Yeah, it's definitely. But I'm curious if it's going to be a speed tie in the end, because we saw sometimes in the first time Joshua won the speed tie, and the second time William won the speed tie with Tapu Koko. So it could be in the end a speed tie because Gyarados it can't be faster because I don't think it can be faster than a Timid or a Jolly Tapu Koko, right? It's not that fast. We got like no chance. Yeah, because even if Gyarados gets the Dragon Dance up, he's still slower than Tapu Koko. So I think my prediction is, in the end of the battle, it could be a relative. The speed tie is going to be huge. This is my predict, guys.
Okay. I take your words. And we see Garchomp coming in from Joshua's side, and from William's side, Gyarados is making an appearance and lowering Garchomp's attack. Porygon 2 probably doesn't have any physical attacks, so it doesn't matter on this end. And Garchomp now threatens the Gigalith.
Yeah, now we see the Rock Slides. Missing the Gigalith, but maybe not. Missing Gyarados actually.
Gyarados,
this is actually a bigger deal. And then we see the Ice Fang into the Garchomp. And taking
Whoa.
a one-hit KO.
One-hit KO on the Garchomp with an Ice Fang. This Gyarados is trained heavily in attack, getting some damage from that tri-attack from Porygon, but again we see an Earthquake coming up from Gigalith, chipping again damage off from the Porygon 2, and so does Sandstorm on Gyarados and Porygon 2.
Yeah, this is really just chip damage, because after Intimidate, even your Earthquake isn't strong enough. But did you see that Garchomp from Joshua isn't running Rough Skin?
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
no damage on Gyarados.
Yeah, it's interesting because normally when you see in the Garchomp, you always want to play it with Rough Skin, but sometimes when you're playing on your own Sand, you take like the Sand Wheel because your evasion get boosted and everyone likes it. It's for free evasion boost, but you don't even have Sandstorm in team, so it's an interesting pick.
I've seen it from Miguel Marte de la Torre. He didn't have Rough Skin neither, but he got Sand on his own.
Yeah, that's true.
Rough Skin isn't as good as it was back then when Kangaskhan was around. You cannot switch into fake outs and returns and double edges and give him back huge amount of damage to Kangaskhan, so maybe that's like a real option.
Yeah.
And whoa! Did you see that, Nemanja? Did you see that?
I see it. Yeah, it survived barely with 1 HP and gets a recovery off.
This is huge for Joshua. This is like really huge. The Porygon 2 with the clutch 1 HP survived there. Whoa.
I mean, William's position isn't bad now, but it would be much more beautiful if you get the knockout on Porygon with the Water Z Crystal, but William is still in a good position right now, if you ask me, because Electric Field is gone, no attack boost for Tapu Koko anymore, as long as you don't bring your own Tapu Koko. So I think for William, because Joshua burned up his Protect, so just Protect with Gyarados, doing the Earthquake should be enough to take the KO on Tapu Koko, and 3 Pokemon against Porygon 2 is still manageable.
And he goes the offensive route, goes for Discharge again, going for Recover, knowing that he doesn't take out his own Porygon 2. And we're going to see again an Earthquake from Gigalith, but this Earthquake probably takes out Tapu Koko from Joshua.
Yeah, by far.
Here we go.
And if you guys asking yourself, why is he using Discharge? It's just because Joshua knows he's a good player, because he knows he's in the with the back at the wall, he has no chance he can win as long as you don't get the Paralyze and the Paralyze flinch on Gigalith. This is the reason why you lose Discharge, because Discharge has like a 30% chance to get Paralyze, and this is even if you have to take the hit by your Porygon. It's the only win condition, and he tried it, but it didn't work out.
Well, good point, Nemanja, pointing out that Joshua was searching for outs, and the only out he saw was like paralyzing Gigalith, not taking damage from Gigalith, taking out Gyarados in the same turn. Thank you for pointing it out, pretty good.
Yeah, and the only thing Joshua can do, he don't give up anyway. He's not in the best position, but still he's there, and he can recover himself so long up, because why not? What do you have to lose? Maybe your bulk is enough to get always not 2-hit KO'd by the Pokemon, so try your best. Get as much information as you get, because when both players get in the day 2, for tomorrow you will need the informations.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. You do not play one game in a tournament, you play 3 games in a best of 3, and you're going to play loads of game on the run. And Joshua is probably trying to bring William down to 1 Pokemon. He's not in a leading position, and William is setting up a Dragon Dance, I guess, again with Gyarados. Yeah, here we go. To better up his position. But Joshua, yeah, it's still fair to fish for information.
Oh, maybe you see the free. No, oh, he's targeting Tapu Koko. Yeah, the only win condition actually what Joshua could do is like doing a try attack to Gyarados, taking the paralyze or the freeze into it, and then hope he's not able to attack through. But yeah, this is just like peanuts, you know. Porygon 2 can actually win with try attack if he frees anything and the Pokemon don't top off. But yeah, good for William. This didn't happen, and now he's just 1 turn away to get the win here, actually.
Absolutely, that Gyarados boosted its attack stat and its speed stat by 2 stages right now. We're going to see huge amount of damage from Waterfall, and it's almost enough. Almost enough.
This is a very, very bulky Porygon 2 because...
Absolutely, absolutely. Almost every Porygon 2 runs Eviolite, which boosts both your defense and special defense a lot. And we're seeing the Earthquake from Gigalith combined with that chip damage from Sandstorm again. Probably takes it out in the next Waterfall.
Yeah, I'm curious if Joshua is running the thing, because in the end William can just attack, you know, waiting for a crit, but now we've seen the forfeit by Joshua, and congratulations to William to get the win and the 5-0 in the very... I love the position when you are XO in the tournament. Yeah. It's always the thing you like.
Absolutely, absolutely, Nemanja. Whoa, whoa, Nemanja. Really long games, pretty similar teams. We got the first time we have seen what everybody was expecting. Porygon 2 stall fast. Yeah. Gyarados, Marowak, Tapu Koko's, Celesteela, though we didn't see the Celesteela. Both brought 3 same Pokemon each game, right?
Yeah.
Just mixing up the last one. In William's case, he was Raichu, sorry. And Joshua always brought Marowak.
I like it because, this, like I said, this is what people thought about. You know, this is like the most used Pokemon when you're trying to ladder on Battle Spot and stuff. But anyway, you see, like you said, they're playing always pick the same Pokemon, and this is like